Welcome to Brier Cemetery. Today we are doing an unboxing of the Smoldering Reaper from Home Depot. If you like what I do, like, subscribe, share, comment. Alright, so I'm a sucker for Grim Reapers. I don't know, last year you might have saw that I had the actual Inferno Reaper. This year I've got the Smoldering Reaper of Souls. Now, I don't know, this guy looks huge to me. The one last year was big, and I will bring that up in comparison, but I don't know, this guy just looks huge. The box looks a lot bigger. Here's the inside of it. You can never, the one I got last year, the Inferno, was so hard to get back in the box. So here's all of his pieces. This scythe is ginormous. And also the fabric is really, really good. I mean, it's like high quality stuff. A skull over there, some things to fill him out, his poles. A lot of stuff here, and it does look big. So the two B poles go on, and then these two things swing up. Now, I've seen this on a few other props, like the Jack in the Box, and I think the Witch does this. I haven't unboxed her yet, but they have these like support brackets that come up, which is a nice touch. And then C goes on, and then D goes on. And now you put his robe on, and then after that step, you put F on. It only goes on one way. This side's bigger than this side, and then you put this section on, which is G. Now you kind of fish both his arms through, and then they connect up here. H kind of slides in the back. There's two little hooks like this, and it supports his chest. K is right here, and what happens is you slide his scythe into it, which starts the scythe process. This next section goes in, and if you look on the back, there's a hole, and there's like a push pin behind it. This next part, this pole's got to slide on first. This is a little bit more difficult. It's the same thing back here. It's got one of those holes, but it's a little bit harder than this one on the bottom. So now his hand comes, you got to pull this up, slide his hand on, and this looks like it's going to be hard. This piece has to go in this hole and connect to another metal piece in there. So then this hand goes on, this goes up, and then this piece goes up, and it's a huge prop. This part was kind of a pain. So all you have to do is kind of dress him, put his head on him, and let's activate him. So I have him wired to a spirit relay, so we can go through his sayings.
It is nearly time to take another soul. Shall it be yours? And come towards my dark embrace and meet your doom! You are mine. I'm here to devour your hopes and dreams, leaving you with nothing but despair. Yes, your misery is delicious. I love the sound of your whimpered pleading. It's like music to my ears. Your tears will be of no solace to you in the hot infernos of the underworld. Stop where you tread, little wolf. You have gone far enough. For if you tread further, I cannot guarantee you will ever return. If you value life, you should turn back now. Don't say I didn't warn you. I am going Why, you ask? Because the more you hear, the tastier your soul.
So he has the 5 sayings. You can also look at some of my other videos. I actually have ways to actually activate props over and over and over again. So you don't need to be the motion sensor. You don't have to have the push button trigger. You could just have it go all night long. If you want, you could check that video out. All right, this guy is a huge A+. I love the whole servo action in his head. The Inferno, it was a good prop. I mean, it was a great prop. It actually turned side to side too, so it had a little bit more movement. I'm gonna see if I can put him together next to him just to see the size of it. But yeah, this thing is incredible. It has a volume, it has an input for a foot pad or another sensor that you can add yourself. Yeah, if you like what I do, like, subscribe, share, comment.